Hey everybody, it's Jamie. I hope you all are doing well. I'm sorry I haven't gotten a video out to you guys recently. We've been having some crazy weather here in Texas, as you all have probably watched and heard on the news. We've been getting a lot of snow, and we've had power outages and crazy cold temperatures, and so yeah, we haven't had water or electricity and not good internet service and stuff, so I haven't been able to get a message out. But power's back and water's back and all of the snow is melting, and it's actually pretty nice out right now, so I'm like, perfect time to get a message out. So today's message is going to be on baggage, the baggage that we carry with us through our journey. And I want to start this message with a quote, because we all know I love quotes. That's how I roll. Quotes are my thing. So I'm going to start this off with a quote. And this quote reads, "We all have a bag. We all unpack differently. Some of us are traveling light, and some of us are secret hoarders who've never parted with a memory in our lives." I think that we're all called to figure out how to carry our bag to the best of our ability, how to unpack it, and how to face the mess. I think part of growing up is learning how to sit on the floor with all of your stuff, figuring out what to take with you and what to leave behind. And at the bottom of that quote, it said Hannah Brencher. So is that the person who wrote the quote? I'm not sure. I don't really know. Could have been the person that posted it. But it was there and I wanted to include it. But yeah, we live our lives in seasons, and I don't mean like summer, spring, winter, fall, like that, even though we do have those seasons, but I'm referring to like phases of our life, the different things that we experience at different parts, at different times throughout our lives. So we all live and walk through different seasons in our lives, and the season that you're in may look different than the season that your husband or your wife is in, or your best friend, or the coworker that sits next to you at work. But maybe you're in the same season as them, maybe you're in a different one, but we all travel through our seasons at different paces, and in different ways. And like the quote said, we all have a bag, though, that we carry with us through our journeys. And that bag is filled with all of the things that we have collected along the way. Things like lessons that we've learned and memories that we have made, some good, some bad, some happy, some sad. Things like habits we've picked up, or patterns that we've developed. All of these things need to be sifted through every now and again, because not everything that you pick up along your journey is supposed to go with you into your next season. And so whether it be a job, or a certain a romantic relationship, or an old habit, or a painful memory, or a toxic friendship, or even like certain emotions like fear and guilt and shame and insecurities, whatever it is, most likely you'll have an idea in your mind of what it is that that you really shouldn't be carrying with you into your next season. And it's going to be different for everybody, because everybody's different. But I encourage you to do like it said in the quote, and sit down on the floor with all of your baggage. But I'm going to say, do it with Jesus. Do it with Jesus. Sit down on the floor, you and Jesus, and all of your baggage, and dump it all out. Dump it all out, and ask him to help you weed through it all. To decide what it is that you need to keep and take with you, and what you should just let go of and leave behind. Jesus says in Matthew 11, verse 28, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." And so anytime that you find yourself weary and tired from carrying all of your baggage, when you find yourself, feeling like just your back is going to break and you don't know how much further you can go carrying this, and maybe you've had a really heavy bag, maybe you have multiple bags and you've been carrying them for a really long time and you are way overdue for sifting through your baggage, and you're just way overdue, and it's time to go through it. It's time to sift through it all and weed some stuff out. I encourage you to seek Jesus, because he will be more than happy to take that baggage for you, to take it off of your back, to sit down with you, to sift through it all, and to help you decide what to keep and what to let go of. And he will give you that rest, like it said in the scripture. He will give you that rest that you are needing and that you desire so much. So sometimes it can hurt to let go of things, or to let go of someone that you're not supposed to take into your next season with you. And sometimes we even find ourselves in the position where we've carried this thing with us, or these things with us, for so long that it might actually even, we might actually even be used to it. We might have become used to it, and it sounds odd to say, but have a comfort because of the familiarity. That was a tongue twister of it, because you've been carrying this thing for so long, and it's been with you through all of your phases and all of your journeys, and you can't let it go, and you haven't let go of it, and you've been carrying it, and so you're used to it. And so if you finally decide to let this thing go, you might feel like, oh, maybe even like a sense of loss, kind of like, I've had this thing with me for so long, like I don't know who I am without it. I don't know what to do without this thing. I'm gonna feel sort of empty, sort of kind of lost. But don't let that fool you, because hanging on to something that isn't meant to be yours, or isn't meant to go with you into your next season, is actually trying to hang on to something that you're not supposed to have, or that you shouldn't be carrying, is going to cause more damage in the long run. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So the more stuff that you shove into your bag, the more stuff that you shove into your bag and try to hang on to, the heavier it's going to get. And sometimes, there's a quote that I found too that said, sometimes the things that we are carrying and the things that are burdening us and weighing us down, some of those things are not even ours to carry in the first place. And so that's another reason why it's really important to go through everything, that we've collected along the way in our journey, and, decide what's important and what's not. But I do want to say to make sure that you still value all of your baggage, still value it all. Even the more heavier items, like the disappointment and the betrayals and the painful memories and the fears and the broken relationships and the rejections. And you might be like, wait a minute, you're saying to let all of this stuff go and I should be forgetting about it, and what do you mean value it? But every single one of those things has helped you grow, and has strengthened you, and has matured you, and has helped you to become a better version of yourself. It's taught you something. It's made you wiser. And so take the gain from that. There's a lesson to be learned in everything, and there is something to be gained in every struggle or obstacle or every difficult season that you face. There's always something to be learned and something to be gained. So take the gain from that, and pack that nicely and neatly back into your bag, along with everything else that you and Jesus decided that you would be keeping. And then keep on keeping on. So I hope that you appreciate where you are on your journey, you guys. This is my message. I hope you appreciate where you are on your journey, even if it's not exactly where you want to be right now. Every season that you go through in life serves a purpose. Always remember that. So I hope this encouraged someone. I hope you guys have an awesome day. I love you all, and I will see you at my next video. Bye.